Hey there, welcome to HIIT. My name is Mary. This class is meant to work for multiple fitness levels. Every exercise has a variety of options, so just choose which version works the best for you. You just need a mat and a couple of dumbbells. Let's warm up, starting by just opening and closing at the chest, stretching the back as well as our arms come forward, mobilizing the shoulders, and then reaching up, stretching out the sides, starting to add some rotation with the lower body here. So we're just still reaching overhead, but just starting to get the blood flowing a bit more, and then reaching to the side. And then basic squat, knees and toes in line. Sitting back and down, no required depth here. Engaging the glutes to stand up. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then stepping back, rear lunge. Step together, other side. As always, no required depth, just do what feels right for you, even if it means not going all the way down. This is an active stretch of our hip flexors, our quadriceps as well. Now side to side lunge. Toes continue to face straight ahead. Let's do 3 more on each side. Last one. All right, knee lift, marching, arms coming up and down. Engaging the muscles in the core here. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then coming to the side of our mat, bending the knees, coming down to the floor, just easing ourselves onto the floor. You can put your knees down if you need to, holding this high plank, tight core, glutes engaged, and just lift the hips now. Press the heels down behind you, and back to that high plank. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and lift the hips, heels down. And last time, hold here for 3, 2, 1, lift the hips, pressing the heels down. All right, now try bringing one leg forward toward the hand. If you can't, just come wherever you can. And here we're stretching the outer hip. You can rotate toward this leg that's bent. Reach up if you'd like. And change sides. And rotate toward that bent leg. 3, 2, and 1. And then from here, let's bring the knees down and just bring ourselves to the side and reach up. Hand under the shoulder, other side, reach up. So starting to work on rotation here. If it's challenging or painful for your wrists, then just hold in the plank, don't rotate. All right, last one on each side. All right. Walking the hands back, rolling up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to come up. Here we're going to start trying to bounce. You can also just march in place. Getting the arms loose. Shake it out. And then a little bit of a jog in place. and then modified jacks. You can progress to full jacks if you want. Let's stay here for 15 seconds. Three, two, and time. Alrighty, hopefully we're feeling warmed up moving into our circuits. We have 4 circuits total. Each circuit has 3 exercises, and we'll go through each circuit 3 times, plus a preview round at the beginning where we go through each exercise, try out the different options, see which one might work best for us. Every exercise is 30 seconds. Let's get started. Starting with preview round for circuit number 1. This is 2 steps to the side, arms coming overhead like they are in a jumping jack form. So this is the base version. You can keep it here. Or you can do normal jacks, traveling to each side. Now, option number 3, we're doing an air jack, normal jack, air jack, normal jack. So a little bit of that travel, but also adding that high intensity move. Okay, previewing exercise number 2, we're coming to the floor. I'll face you to start. This is a side-to-side push-up. So I'll start with the modified. You can just bend your elbows slightly, keeping your knees on the floor. Then for more challenge, of course, you can go all the way down. And then for even more challenge, coming onto your toes. So do what works for you. All right. Exercise number 3, we don't need any dumbbells. First option, balancing on one leg, bringing the knee up, just up and down. Balancing, we'll change sides about halfway through. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, we're doing a hop and then trying to stabilize. Hop, stabilize. All right, so once we get about halfway through, just change sides. So hop, stabilize. Option number 3, traveling, stabilize. Stabilize, and you might not stabilize, and that's fine. All right, we know our exercises. Let's move into our real deal round number 1, starting with our traveling jacks. 3, 2, here we go. Three, 2, and time. Going into our push-ups. We'll face the side this time. Side to side push-ups. You choose the range. Here we go. If you need more padding for your knees, you can always use a pillow or a towel or even fold over your mat. Standing. This is our single leg knee lift or hop. Here we go. Stabilizing each time. This is great for ankle stability. And switch sides. You might find one side is easier than the other. Three, 2, and time. All right, going back to our traveling jacks. Round number 2. 3, 2, here we go. 3, 2, and time. Push-ups. Side to side. 3, 2, here we go. And time. Coming up to standing. Single leg balance, with or without the hop. Here we go. If you want to try traveling, you may. I'll try it, I'll be wobbling. But that just means I'm challenging myself. All right, change sides. Three, 2, and time. Just one more round left. Going back to our traveling jacks. Rest break after this round. 3, 2, here we go. Keep the core engaged. 3, 2, and time. Push ups side to side. Three, 2, and here we go. Working the chest here, also core. Three, 2, and time. Come up to standing. Single leg balance, with or without the hop. And 3, 2, here we go. Change sides. Three, 2, and time. All right, rest break. Ooh. That was circuit number 1. Grab some water if you have it. Moving into circuit number 2, starting with our preview round where we're going to try out the different variations. First option is a step forward and step back. Step forward, you can add a squat, and step back. So that is option number 1. Now option number 2 is to jump to travel and step back. Jump to travel and step back. Option number 3 is we're going to rotate and travel back and rotate and travel back. All right. Exercise number 2, we need 2 dumbbells. We're on the floor. First option here, I'll face you. We're just on all fours, alternating rows, just like this, from the side. Now to make it more challenging, knees can go farther back. Try to keep the hips right in place, not allowing them to sway from side to side. Now option number 3, which is pretty challenging, is to continue that, but continue to keep the hips from swaying side to side. All right. Exercise number 3, we still need 2 dumbbells. Our first option is a squat, curl, and overhead press. So squat, curl, and overhead press. Now if you need to, you can put down one dumbbell and just use the other one. Squat, curl, overhead press. And then for more challenge, just single leg, squat, curl, and press, and just alternate sides. All right, getting ready for real deal round number 1, going into our travel and travel back. Here we go. Soft landing if you're jumping. And time. Ooh, okay, onto the floor. We have our alternating row. Here we go. Working the core and the back, as well as biceps. Three, 2, and time. Come up to standing. We have our squat, curl, and overhead press. 3, 2, here we go. Make sure you're pressing straight overhead rather than forward with the weights. Three, 2, and time. Weights down. Going into round number 2, we have our squat and travel. Here we go. Soft landing if you are jumping. Three, 2, and time. Alternating rows. Here we go. Three, 2, and time. All right. Squat, curl, and overhead press. Here we go. If you have a mirror, sometimes that can be helpful for checking your form. We want knees and toes facing the same direction here, rather than having the knees caving in, for example. And we also want the chest lifted. So I'll show you from this side. Chest lifted. All right, and time. Okay, we are already to round number 3 of circuit number 2, going back to our squat travel. Here we go. 2, and time. Alternating row. Here we go. As we bring the weight down each time, focusing on keeping it controlled, not just letting gravity do all the work. Three, 2, and time. Ooh, squat, curl, and overhead press. We have a rest break after this one. 3, 2, here we go. Same thing here. When we bring the weights back down to the floor, we're keeping it controlled, not letting gravity do all the work for us. And time. All right, weights down. Another rest break. All right, getting ready for circuit number 3, preview round. First exercise here, base version, is just to march in place or jog in place. Then from there, if you want more challenge, you can pick up the knees a little bit more and maybe travel from side to side. And then for even more intensity, you're really lifting the knees. 3, 2, and time. Whew, okay, onto the floor for the next exercise. First option here is a forearm plank starting from our knees. Just lifting the knees and putting them back down. Lift and lower. That's option number 1. Now option number 2 is to hold the knees off the floor, but press ourselves forward and back. So straightening out the ankles a little bit to let us bring our weight forward here. For more intensity, lift one leg when you come forward. All right. Exercise number 3, we need 2 dumbbells. Here we're starting in a staggered stance, one leg forward, one leg back. And we're doing a tricep extension, so bending and straightening the arm, then pushing off to knee lift, and going again. So when our knee comes forward, our arms are staying straight back behind us. At about the halfway point, change sides. Now, other options are to just stay down, not do the knee lift, or to be single leg with it. All right. We know our exercise. Time to jog or march or run. Circuit number 3. Pace yourself. 3, 2, and time. Ooh. Forearm plank. Either just lifting and lowering the knees or sliding forward. Here we go. By sliding forward here, we're working the shoulders a bit more and the triceps. It doesn't have to be far. It could be a small range of motion. Of course, we're also working the core here. 3, 2, and time. Whew. Coming up, tricep extension from staggered stance. Here we go. So tricep, bend and straighten, push off, knee lift. Flat back on the staggered stance. Change sides. Three, two, and time. Weights down. Round number 2. We have our jog, whatever variation. Here we go. Keep breathing. Three, two, and time. Whew. Forearm plank. 3, 2, here we go. Engaging glutes can help support the lower back. Ooh. 3, 2, and time. Staggered stance triceps. 3, 2, here we go. Here as well, don't let gravity do all the work. Keep the control in those arms. Change sides. Three, two, and time. Ooh. All right, last round. Here we go. Three, two, and time. Woo. Forearm plank. 3, 2, here we go. Three, two, and time. Triceps. Here we go. Switch sides. And time. Well done. Weights down. Another rest break. getting ready for circuit number 4, preview round to start. First move, we're traveling to the side and doing a runner's lunge. 1, 2, 3, runner's lunge. Flat back as we hinge, and you choose the pace. Adding on from there, if you want, you can hop and runner's lunge, hop, runner's lunge. And then to make it even more intense, we do hop, hop, plank, hop, hop, plank, hop, hop, and so on. Whew, okay, next exercise on our backs. First option is a basic floor glute bridge. So lifting and lowering the hips here, tucking the hips underneath the body, contracting the core. Option number 2 is to keep the hips lifted and just march the legs one at a time. Option number 3 is to do a lift with one leg straight, alternating sides. 3, 2, and time. Whew. Okay, come up slowly if you need to. 2 dumbbells here. This is a side lunge. Step together, scaption. Side lunge, step together, scaption. So from the side lunge, step together, scaption. So just a little bit ahead of us. Option number 2, we're doing the same thing, but we're pushing off to stand on one leg while we do that scaption. Option number 3, we're going a little bit deeper and we're turning our toe out to the side. All right, real deal round number 1. We have bounce, bounce, runner's lunge. Here we go. You don't have to touch the floor. Focus on keeping a long spine, flat back. Three, 2, and time. Ooh. Glute bridge. 3, 2, here we go. Keep that core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing. Again, take it slow if you find that you get lightheaded easily. This is our side lunge scaption. Here we go. Side lunge, scaption, with or without the balance. And if you wobble, like I have done many times before, that is okay. Three, 2, and time. Going into round number 2, we have our bounce, runner's lunge. Here we go. Working on cardio and glutes here, as well as spinal muscles. 3, 2, and time. Ooh. Floor glute bridges, with or without leg lifts. 3, 2, here we go. This is a great exercise for core stability. as well as glute strength. Three, two, and time. Come up to standing. Again, take it slow if you need to. Side lunge and scaption. Here we go. Three, two, and time. One more round, then we cool down. Bounce, bounce, runner's lunge. Here we go. Two, and time. Ooh. Glute bridge. 3, 2, here we go. Really squeezing those core muscles. Three, two, and time. Come up standing. Side lunge and scaption. 3, 2, here we go. Three, two, and time. Whew. Great job. We're just going to cool down. Going into stretching, heel down behind us. Half stretch. Just holding here and breathing. Three, two, and switch sides, just pivoting. Again, heel down behind us, feet parallel, pressing the heel into the floor. Three, two, and time. Now heel down, toe lifted, one leg straight and one leg bent, so like this, and flat back. If you can't come down quite so low, that's okay. You can stay upright, whatever gives you a stretch in the back of your leg. I'm supporting my weight on the bent leg here. It's a little bit more supportive that way. Getting ready to change sides. Heel down, hinging at the hips, flat back. Three, two, and one. Now side lunge, but using it as a stretch this time. One leg bent, one leg straight. While we're here, let's bring an arm across the chest, hook onto it with the other one, and press the shoulder down for shoulder stretch. Toes are straight ahead, holding for 3, 2, and switch sides. that inner thigh stretch to start, and then adding arm across the chest, keeping shoulder down. Three, two, and one. Last stretch. Clasping hands overhead, tight core, and just leaning slightly to the side wherever you find a nice stretch along the side of the body. Holding for 3, 2, and 1, and other side, same thing. Holding for 3, 2, and time. Excellent job. Way to show up, way to modify to make this class the right amount of challenge for you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.